Honey, you really should go and eat something now, Eva. You'll collapse if you go without food for any longer.
I just can't bring myself to swallow anything. I just feel nauseous and empty.
Even so, you need to force yourself to eat at least something, even if it's just 1 or 2 bites. Your mom wouldn't be happy knowing that you didn't have a single bite to eat at her wake, you know.
How am I supposed to carry on living now? My dad passed away when I was still just a kid, so I barely remember him. For as long as I can remember, it's just been me and her against the world. I looked up to her and relied on her for everything. Now that she's gone, what am I supposed to do?
You really were close to your mom, weren't you, honey? But remember that you're not alone, okay? You have me, and I promise to support you through thick and thin. And I'll be here for you to lean on when things get tough.
Thank you so much. I don't even want to think about how lonely and lost I'd be feeling right now if I didn't have you.
Eva! Come on over here and have something to eat. I want to see you eat at least one thing before I leave.
Thank you so much for all your help organizing the funeral and the wake, Camilla. I really couldn't have done it without you.
There's no need to thank me. We're all one big family. Of course I needed to do my part. Come on, come sit next to me and at least have a nibble on one of these finger sandwiches. We can't have you fainting on us now, can we?
I suppose you're right. I'll try my best to eat something.
Now, don't you go falling into despair on me, okay? I understand that you're devastated at the loss of your dear mother, but you don't need to worry about being alone anymore, okay? My son and I are both here for you.
Thank you so much.
I'll make sure to talk to keep your aunts and uncles engaged, so go and sit with my mom and have some food, okay, honey? Leave her to me. I'll take care of her.
It really hasn't fully sunk in yet. I can't believe that my mom is no longer with us.
I know exactly what you mean. I feel like she'll come through the door with a Tupperware container full of home cooking for us at any minute. It really is strange to think that we're never going to hear her laugh again. But whenever you want to visit her, I'll come with you to her grave. If you like, we can even go every weekend and leave some flowers if that will help you with the grieving process.
Thank you for saying that. I really appreciate it. But I think that it will be best for me not to go too often, because that will make it harder for me to transition back into normal life.
Then let's wait until you feel like you're ready then. You can lean on me for support as long as you need to, okay?
Thank you, honey. My mind is a little all over the place, so please do forgive me if I'm a little bit clumsy or forgetful.
Well, it's only understandable. You've been through a lot over the past few weeks. We're a team and we will get through this together, okay? We promise to spend the rest of our lives together, and that means helping each other through the darkest of days. There's no need to ask for me to forgive you just for slipping up a little, silly.
Are you sure?
Of course. I will do my best to make things as comfortable as possible for you whilst you're grieving.
You really do always know when to say the right things. I'm very lucky to have you.
Just let me know whatever you need, whenever you need it, and I'll make sure it's done, okay?
Hi, Camilla. It's so nice of you to come over.
How are you feeling these days? My son was telling me that you're still not able to eat properly.
Oh, was he? Well, it is true that I definitely can't eat as much as I normally do, but I do feel much better than I did a week ago. Working and keeping myself busy gives me something to focus on and helps me to forget everything that has happened. There are moments where I do really feel like I'm 100% my normal self again.
Well, that's just life, you know. People never experience grief the way they think they will experience it. It's not an extended period of sadness and then suddenly you're okay again. It comes and goes in waves. Sometimes life seems completely bearable and other times it hits you like a ton of bricks and all you can do is sit there and cry. And I've been through grief before, my child, and I can tell when somebody is faking being okay for the sake of others. It's all very well to do that with other people, but we're your family and there's no need to keep up appearances with us. You may be saying you feel fine, but your face says otherwise.
Is it really that obvious?
Yes, unfortunately it is. You look like a shell of yourself.
I thought I was doing well by eating a few bites here and there, but it's clearly not enough.
You know, I really feel like you shouldn't be on your own during this difficult time. Someone needs to be around to make sure that you're eating, sleeping, and functioning properly. If you're left on your own, I'm worried you might waste away into nothingness without anyone being able to do anything about it.
Huh? Oh, no, I really am doing okay.
Of course you're not doing okay. I should pop by at least once a day to check on you. Someone needs to be here to make sure you're still alive and well and that you haven't starved yourself to death.
That really won't be necessary. My husband is doing a good job of taking care of me.
But he has to spend most of the day at work, so how is he supposed to properly keep an eye on you? I'll come every day at around this time so that we can eat dinner together. That way you will have some company and I can make sure you're eating properly.
Oh, but I really will be fine.
Well, I'm certainly not going to stop worrying about you until I'm satisfied that you're doing okay again. Look at you. You can barely stand on your own 2 feet.
Well,
Since I'm already here, I'll take care of dinner.
I'll help you.
No. You stay put for now. We can do things together from tomorrow onwards. After all, I showed up without any prior warning today and made all of these suggestions, so I'll be the one to take care of dinner for today.
Okay. Thank you.
Go on. Go and wash your hands and then go and sit up to the dinner table.
Honey?
Yes?
About your mom coming here every evening.
Oh yeah, she said she's really happy about this new arrangement.
Oh, she is?
Yeah, my dad goes out drinking with his friends pretty much every evening, so she's always left to eat dinner by herself. She said coming over here to eat dinner has given her something to look forward to, and she says that eating dinner has finally become fun for her again.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, she did.
Ah, I see.
What were you going to say? You brought up my mom coming over in the evenings, and then I cut you off. My bad.
I feel really bad for her saying this, but to be honest, the whole thing makes me a little uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable? Why?
Because there are some days that I just want to go to sleep straight away after coming home from work. But instead, I have to be poised to help your mom prepare dinner.
Just take a rest whenever you feel like it. My mom is more than capable of preparing dinner by herself.
Well, it's easy for you to say that because she's your mom. But she's my mother-in-law, so I can't be as comfortable with her as you are. I wouldn't be okay just lying on the sofa while she does all the cooking and washing the dishes by herself. Even if we are technically family, to tell you the truth, I still feel as uncomfortable around her as if she were a stranger in my home.
It makes me a little sad to hear you say that. My mom thinks of you as her own daughter, you know. That's why it's no trouble for her to come here and make dinner for you. How can you say it makes you uncomfortable when she has nothing but the purest of intentions?
Of course, I'm thankful to her for being so considerate and wanting to do things for me. However, if the person on the receiving end feels burdened, it's not consideration. It becomes oppression.
Oppression? How can you say that my mom is oppressing you when she's going out of her way to come over here and help make food for you every day because she knows you're going through a hard time and wants to cheer you up? Don't you think that's a little harsh?
I'm sorry. It's just that I really don't feel like I can be comfortable in my own home because of her. And then at the weekend, she comes in the morning for breakfast and stays here all day long, which means I never get a moment to myself to relax.
Wow. You really?
I'm really sorry. You have a way with words, so can you please talk to her and ask her not to come anymore? Please, I'm begging you. You said that you wanted me to feel better as soon as possible, and that will only be able to happen if I have the time I need to rest.
I really am disappointed in you for saying these things, but since you really seem to want this, I'll try and find a way. I'll talk to my mom in the nicest way possible and make sure her feelings don't get hurt. I'll have a think about the best way to do this, and it may take a little time.
Thank you. As long as you're able to communicate everything I just said to you.
Okay.
Honey?
What is it?
Have you still not talked to your mom about her not coming anymore? How much longer do you expect me to wait for? If you're not able to tell her, I'll go ahead and tell her myself. I don't know whether she'll take it the wrong way and start a fight, but if she does, you can't go around saying it was my fault, okay?
No, I already talked to her.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
So why did she come over today as well?
Well, after talking to her about your relationship with her for a while, we decided that there would be a better way forwards than having her come and go every evening. I have a counter-proposal for you here.
A counter-proposal? What on earth are you talking about?
Let's have my mom come and live with us.
What?
You said you were uncomfortable around my mom. You said that even though you know she's technically family, you find it hard to actually see her as a fully fledged family member.
So?
Well, I brought this point up with my mom.
Wait a second. You actually went ahead and told your mom that I feel uncomfortable around her?
Yeah, it ended up slipping out.
Are you crazy? Why would you tell her that? You said that you were going to talk to her in a way that wouldn't hurt her feelings.
Well, she wasn't really that upset by it anyway, to be honest. She said that she feels like she could have done more for you to make you feel more comfortable around her, and she apologized for that. She said from now on she's going to try harder to make that feeling of discomfort disappear.
So what exactly are you saying here? That we just have your mom live with us full time?
Yes.
How can you suggest that?
Hear me out, okay? I think that all the moms of the world are pretty much the same. So I was thinking that my mom would be able to fill the void left by the loss of your mom. I'd really like it if you would start seeing my mom as your real mom from now on.
What did you just say?
Don't you think it's a good solution? If you keep avoiding her because you feel uncomfortable around her, then you're never going to be able to start seeing her as a family member. You need to get rid of that mindset.
You obviously missed the entire point of what I was saying. I asked you to get your mom to back off because I feel uncomfortable just having dinner with her. And now you expect me to spend all day every day with her?
Well, as soon as you start thinking of her as your real mom, I'm sure everything will change. You'll start becoming way more accepting of her, I'm sure of it. And then you'll start thinking less and less about your mom and you'll stop being sad. Getting closer to my mom will basically be killing two birds with one stone.
Killing two birds with one stone? Can you hear yourself? How ridiculous. I have no intention of having your mom come to live with us, just so I'm clear. So you'd better go and talk to her again and tell her that. We're doing perfectly fine, just the two of us.
Please, just give her a chance. We could have her live with us for a 1-month trial period.
I really don't even want to entertain the idea, to be honest. But if I talk to her myself, I don't think there's any way I can say it without sounding bad. So this time, please make sure that you explicitly tell her that I do not want her coming to live with us. And that's final.
Do you really dislike my mom so much that you can't appreciate everything she's been trying to do for us? Can't you be a little more grateful and a little more understanding towards her? My mom is doing her best to go out on a limb for you and to be understanding of your volatility due to your grieving.
You're just thinking about your mom here and you're failing to think about me at all. If you do want me to have a good relationship with your mom going forwards, then the best thing you can do is tell her that she's not going to be able to come and live with us.
But I told you before, my mom is not like other mothers-in-law. She's not going to nag you and force you to be doing chores all day long.
How can you be so sure of that? Nothing you say is going to persuade me to change my mind. So you had better go and persuade your mom to decide against living with us, okay? I know that she's happy when she spends time with us. But what's the use if only she's happy and I'm miserable?
I think you need to take some time to think about this properly. You're being way too emotional right now. You'll feel more like yourself after a good night's sleep. So think about it again in the morning on your way to work. You must understand that my mom and I came up with this whole idea for your sake.
But, honey…
I'm all done washing my face.
Honey! I wasn't finished talking!
You're late today.
Camilla, what are you doing here?
I'm going to be living with you from today onwards.
Excuse me?
Why are you acting so surprised? It's not like it's your first time hearing about this, is it? My son said he already talked to you about it.
Well, yes, and he should have also told you about my feelings on the matter.
Oh, yes, he did tell me that you said you didn't want me to come and live with you too.
So then, why are you here?
Well, my son and I decided between us that it would still be for the best for me to move in, regardless of your opinion. You're still not in your right mind after the loss of your mother. It's clearly difficult for you to make clear judgments and decisions at the moment. So I decided that as a family member, it would be best for me to be on hand to support you at all times.
Camilla, I'm so sorry, but I really don't think this arrangement is going to work out. And what about your husband? I'm sure he's not going to like suddenly having to live by himself.
Oh, he'll be much happier with me gone. Don't you worry about him. All our children have flown the nest already, and there's nothing left between us, to be honest. We just get on each other's nerves and get in each other's way, so living apart would be a blessing more than anything else.
Ah, I see. But still, this is a little,
Well, it's already been decided, and I've already brought all my luggage over, so there's not much you can do about it now. Now, show me which room I'm going to be sleeping in.
But still, I really don't think this is going to be comfortable for anyone.
What's the big deal? Do you think I'm going to give you a hard time? Is that it? I've always treated you as if you were my own daughter, so I really don't know why you're still so uncomfortable around me. You should start thinking of me as your own mother as well, okay? It's really not that hard. Why do you have to be so fussy all the time?
Fussy?
Yes, you are quite fussy. When people do nice things for you, you should just accept them and say thank you. You need to learn how to act your age.
You're saying I'm being childish?
Don't you think you are being a little childish? I've been going out of my way to take care of you since your mom passed away, but all you do is whine that you don't have your space.
Camilla,
You do know that fussing over my children like this isn't easy for me at my age, right? But even so, I went out of my way to help you out from the goodness of my heart.
I did tell my husband to tell you that there really was no need for you to do that.
Well, I'm not sure if you know this or not, but I know that it's better for a grieving person to live in a household with more people in it, so that they can have more distractions and be able to forget about the person who died much quicker.
What?
So for the sake of your mental health and everyone else's, I think that it will be best for you to do as I say from now on. Let's start with a spot of cleaning, shall we? Go and get the trash bags and the vacuum cleaner ready. Oh, and also it looks like there's a bunch of your stuff stored in the spare room. So if you would be so kind as to move that so I can move in, that would be great.
I think it will be best to leave everything as it is for now and talk about this again when my husband gets home from work.
Why do you have to insist on being so stubborn? Did you act like this to your mother when she was alive as well?
Excuse me?
It seems like your poor mother, God rest her soul, had more of a handful to deal with than I thought. I came here to act as your new mom, so even if it bothers you, you're going to need to put up with it. And I'll make sure to fix all these bad habits of yours as well.
Is she out of her mind? So I guess both my husband and my mother-in-law have decided it's their way or the highway.
Hey! Wake up!
What?
We need to make breakfast!
Breakfast?
Shh! You're going to wake my son up! Come out as quietly as you can and join me in the kitchen. We have lots to do today, you know.
Ugh, so annoying.
What? What did you just say to me?
Mom, I want to sleep some more. Go make breakfast by yourself, Mom. I've been working all week and I'm tired.
What?
Whereas you spend all your time sitting around at home doing nothing. Doing the chores every now and then is the least you can do.
What on earth has gotten into you?
Shh! Let me go back to sleep.
You'd better get up this instant.
Shh! Be quiet. You're the one who said you didn't want to wake up your precious baby boy. If he wakes up now, it's on you. It's nothing to do with me. It will be your fault for being so noisy first thing in the morning, Mom.
Hey!
Anyway, he got really drunk and came home late last night, so I don't think he's going to be waking up until at least midday. There's no point in making breakfast if there's nobody to eat it now, is there? You might as well just make some porridge and shove it in the fridge for when he wakes up. Or just leave him to grab some cereal or yogurt.
Are you really going to keep talking to me like that?
Oh, actually, now I started talking about it, I really fancy having some porridge. Can you make me some as well? Are you getting up or not? Of course not. I'm going back to sleep. Neither of us are going to be eating until at least lunchtime, so don't wake me up again. Ugh, all this nagging is so annoying. Did you just say that I'm annoying? Mom, just get out already! Oh my goodness! I can't believe this! Hey, your father-in-law said he wants to eat lasagna today. Can you go to the supermarket and get the ingredients for me? No, I don't want to. It's such a waste of my time. Do you have any idea how stressful going out is for me unless it's to do with work? What? It looks like you're getting a little chubby there, Mom. So why don't you go to the supermarket? You could do with the exercise. How dare you speak to me like that? I don't know why you're so upset, Mom. You told me to treat you as if you're my real mom, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I haven't lived with my mom since I went to college when I was 18, and right now I'm acting exactly how I did when I lived with my mom as a teenager. Aren't you glad that I'm doing what you asked me to do? What did you say? Did you say you wanted to make lasagna for your husband? If that's what he wants, why don't you just go and buy a frozen one and just stick it in the oven? That should be good enough, right? I can't believe what I'm hearing come out of your mouth. Are you going to stop this already or what? Has losing your mom made you go completely crazy? I'm perfectly sane, thank you very much. I'm just doing what you said and treating you as if you were my real mom, that's all. Why are you so angry when I'm giving you what you wanted? Honestly, you say one thing but mean another. She must be crazy. That's the only explanation for this blatantly insolent behavior. Oh, so you're throwing things around the room in a rage now, are you? Is this how a mother is supposed to set an example for a child? How can I not react when you're behaving so awfully towards me? It's clear that you grew up fatherless, considering your lack of manners. I had no idea you were this disrespectful to your elders. Was it not just yesterday that you told me to treat you as if you were my real mother? All I'm doing is playing my role of daughter. If you didn't want to be treated this way, then why on earth did you come and impose in our house? My son has assured me that I am not imposing. You don't actually care about me, do you? You just want to be close to your precious baby boy at all times, so you used comforting me as an excuse to install yourself in our house. I can't even believe that you even went and said that I would get over the death of my mom if I just kept myself busy for a little while. Do you even think before words come out of your mouth? How can you treat me like this when I helped to organize your mom's funeral and wake? Is this how you repay me for my kindness? You did do that. I will acknowledge that. But then you treated the wake like a social function and were acting very inappropriately. Your laugh was the loudest in the entire room. You were practically drunk by the time it was over. Was it just a fun little party to you? I was just trying to brighten the mood by celebrating your mom's life. And I was drinking to forget how upset I was over this great loss. You really didn't seem like you were that sad to me, Camilla. I don't think you would have been behaving like that if it had been your son's wake, now would you? You wouldn't be drinking yourself silly and giggling like it's a party, would you? Excuse me! Even if we're talking hypothetically, you shouldn't bring up your husband dying like that. You need to learn to be more respectful of him as well. I was just drawing a comparison so you could see how I felt. You really have gone too far. Let's see if you carry on talking like this when my son gets home. I'm going to call him and get him to come right this instant. By all means, go ahead. I'm quite curious, actually. It will be interesting to see whose side he takes in this situation. Are you out of your mind? Have you really been going out of your way to be rude to my mom when I'm not around? Yes, I have. You told me to treat your mom as if she were my real mom, so I did. What? Do you not remember? You said that all moms in the world are basically the same, and that I should think of your mom as my mom from now on. I didn't mean for you to treat her like this. I meant for you to be nice to her and get to know her a little more so that you can work towards having a closer relationship. I never told you to be outright rude to her face. Well, I was just being realistic. There's no such thing as a child who always has a good relationship with their mom, is there? There are moments when children will lash out and be rude to their parents, even though they still love them. And then in turn, the parents will scold their children and complain about them.
That's what real family dynamics are like. I meant for you to treat her nicely and break down the walls between you so things would stop being awkward. I didn't mean for you to treat her exactly as if she were your real mom. Do I really have to spell it out for you? You should be able to understand these things at your age. Are you really unable to pick up on these kinds of simple nuances? I understood perfectly what you were asking me to do, which is why I said no to having her move in with us. She's not my real mom, so why should I pretend that she is? Do you want me to be a sweet and obedient little daughter who does everything she's told? Well, I'm sorry to disappoint, but there's no such thing as a daughter who is like that all of the time. You're not able to be the perfect son to your parents all the time, are you? So don't expect someone else who isn't even related to them to be that perfect child. The more I listen to you, the more I'm shocked by what comes out of your mouth. Do you always treat my poor baby boy like this? From the way you're talking, it sounds like you're pretty accustomed to being rude to him. You see what I've had to put up with, Mom? I couldn't say anything before because her mom was always watching me. But do you know how much stress I've been under? What? So both you and your mother were giving my son a hard time, were you? Okay, let me put things plain and simple for you. At the start of our marriage, my mom came to me saying she suspected that he was cheating on me. She kept a close eye on him because of that and wouldn't let him get away with anything so easily. I was going to just divorce him over this because I couldn't trust him anymore, but he begged me to give him one more chance and I decided to give him the benefit of the doubt. And so that's how we're still together today. Don't you go making out that my son is the bad guy in all of this. If you had wanted to get a divorce back then, you should have done. It would have saved us from having to deal with you now. I had no idea that you were such a miserable and pathetic little woman. If I had known what you were like from the start, I would never have accepted you as my daughter-in-law. You're talking as if you always treated me as if I was a queen, when the truth is far from it. How dare you say that? I've always been nothing but nice to you. I've always been going out of my way to say nice things to you. Ah, do you mean the few words of comfort you gave to me after my mom died? Is that what you're talking about? That level of being nice is nothing more than basic human decency. I'm sorry, but I've never once felt the sincerity you claim to have towards me. I just say thank you in response, but just because I said it doesn't mean that I really meant it. Just like your words. Just because you said them, it doesn't mean you really meant them. What is wrong with you? How dare you talk to my mom like that? Apologize to her right this instant. I am so sorry. Is that good enough for you? Will apologizing really change anything about this situation? If apologizing will make your mom more compliant and easygoing, then I'll apologize a million times over. It seems that you really think of your old mother-in-law as some kind of joke, don't you? Did you just slap me? Yes, I just slapped you. You deserved it after all the awful things you just said. Both of you have seriously crossed a line here. You've just passed the point of no return. Get out of my house right now. What did you just say? And why is this your house? Well, Mom, the thing is, I got this house from my mom, so it's completely in my name. Did your precious baby son forget to tell you that important fact? What are you going on about? Jeremy, is what she's saying true? Well, yes. Honey, I'm sorry. I must have made a mistake at some point and misunderstood something. Camilla, remember how you just slapped me? Well, I'm going to sue you and claim compensation for emotional damages. And as for you, Jeremy, you'd better get ready to pay me my alimony. The only thing I'm grateful for in this situation is that we don't have any kids to worry about in the divorce proceedings. Wait a second, honey. Please don't be hasty. Let me send my mom home first and then we can talk properly. I must have had some kind of manic episode and gone temporarily crazy. I thought it would be easier to take my mom's side just because she was whining and screaming so much. But obviously I'm really on your side. Jeremy! How could you? You go home now, Mom. This is the end of us living together. And this is the end of our marriage. I don't want to spend another minute married to a pathetic loser like you. After I chased my husband and mother-in-law out of the house that day, both of them started begging me to at least just take my husband back, promising that they would never bring up the idea of the three of us all living together ever again. But now I know that no matter what, the two of them can't be separated so easily,
and I couldn't trust them to keep that promise. There was no way I was going to be able to put up with them anymore, so I packed all of their bags for them. I needed to show them that I wasn't all talk, and I really did go ahead and sue them. It was only then that my mother-in-law started to plead with me and take a more gentle approach. My mom always taught me to be careful of people like her who change their tune so easily, so I decided to be on guard with her. There really is a world of difference between a fake mother and a real mother. And what exactly are you doing here?
Oh, thank goodness! I finally get to talk to you properly. How could you have not come to see me all this time? Have you forgotten all about your old mother?
I asked you a question. What are you doing here?
Why else would I be here? It's the 1-year anniversary of your dear mother's passing today. I just thought it would be nice to come and see you today, since we're family and all.
Why are you acting like you care about me all of a sudden? And I am not part of your family in any way, shape, or form.
It's been a year since the divorce. How come you're still so bitter about everything? It's not good for you to harbor this much resentment in your heart, you know.
Just go home already. I don't want you even within a mile of my mom's grave, okay?
Okay, I'm sorry. I just wanted to let you know that I don't hold any grudges against you anymore. All my emotional scars are healed, so I'm sure yours must be too. Can't you find it within you to forgive us? I'm sure you've had lots of time to reflect over the past year.
Excuse me?
Try not to get emotional and think about this rationally. And my poor son hasn't been able to get over you, you know. He hasn't been dating any other women in the hope that you'll come back to him one day.
Well, it's probably less that he doesn't want to and more that no women are interested in dating a guy like him. He's freshly divorced. He doesn't really earn that much money, and his family has nothing to their name either. What woman looking for a marriage partner would want someone like that?
Okay, you're right. You caught me out there. The truth is that since the divorce, no decent woman has wanted to have anything to do with him. He only gets attention from the trashy ones who don't have any money or property to their names and earn less than he does.
Ah, so that was what this is all about. You want to come crawling back to me because I'm pretty well off after receiving my mom's inheritance. It's not because your son is still pining for me or anything like that.
Why do you have to put it like that?
But I think you'll be out of luck, I'm afraid. I still have evidence of your son's infidelity, you know.
What? But he said that it wasn't really infidelity.
Well, we'll have to look into it properly then, won't we? I can create many more problems for you if I decide to sue for emotional damages caused by infidelity on top of everything else. Then your son will have the stigma of being a cheater attached to him as well as being a divorcee with no prospects. Is that what you want for him?
How could you? How could you be so cruel?
My mom always told me that if people are nasty to you, it's always okay to be nasty to them back. And if you're so worried about your son, you should be going out of your way to avoid me, you know.
What do you mean?
If you ever come here again, the next time you'll be seeing me after that is in the lawyer's office. This is a warning. You had better heed it.
Okay, fine, I'm leaving. Let's have nothing to do with each other from now on.
You were the one who came here in the first place? I would very much like that. Now please get out of my house. I was feeling a little unsatisfied still, even after the divorce. I was in so much of a rush to get it over with, I didn't even try and fight it out over his infidelity. My mother always told me to be strong. Now that I am alone after my divorce, I need her most. But her memory and the advice she gave me throughout my life are helping me now. Slowly, the pain of losing my mother is becoming milder, and I feel less sad remembering her. I'm taking it one step at a time, and I'm sure she'd be glad to see me being strong. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.